This little guy came in with a bow fishing arrow sticking out of his neck. It only went into the fat. How is he doing this? Treat him like a hot dog, you guys. Boo boo. Get behind the ears. Here we are, the Bucees. Beep. EP. Oh, good morning, everybody. Today's the big day. This Cara that we rescued is finally going to his new home. And I really wish we could keep him here because he's been an amazing garbage disposal. This guy's eaten a few squirrels and some rabbits. And he's still very healthy, as you can see. But training him with a hood in the way a falconer would is a completely different story. Hopefully All Things Wild does an amazing job of doing that. But all right, everybody, I just scooped him up. And now we're headed to All Things Wild, where they will take care of him, hopefully, for the rest of his very long life. So we're here at All Things Wild, and this is where this little guy is going to be, and they're going to take great care of him here. Right off the bat, we got him set up, and we fed him a little songbird that sadly passed away. This thing is a literal dinosaur. But after we fed him, I took a quick break to bottle feed our baby raccoons that were there.
What is up, YouTube? Today we are going to be feeding a epic little raccoon.
As you guys can see, I'm using the miracle syringe and the raccoon miracle nipple. The best things you can use for these little guys. And I'm going real slow because this is just a little baby. And then we sedated the Cara and gave him an x-ray. That's his wound. All they do for the x-ray is just press this button here, and then they go ahead and load it up on the computer screen. And you can see here from the symmetry where he's missing the second half of his wing.
How bad he's a little EP.
And the wind was pretty bad, but this beaver that we brought in about 2 months ago is now completely healed up and doing
Still
well.
has a little chunk bitten out of his tail, but that's just a battle scar. This is what he's been eating. He's been eating chop and some oats, plus a lot of logs.
So we're gonna have to take this back with us. Justine Beaver.
No, he's a boy. Yeah, that's a man. Don't emasculate him.
His wound is almost completely healed. But this little guy came in with a bow fishing arrow sticking out of his neck, if you guys remember. Beavers are large aquatic rodents with big webbed feet. After we gave him some EP gas, we spread him out so we could get an x-ray so we could make sure it didn't nick any of his bones. Luckily for this big boy, it only went into the fat and the muscle on his neck. I didn't film us cutting out the arrow because I didn't want to get demonetized, but this is what it looked like. These heads are meant for fishing. And our game warden said that it's legal and encouraged to hunt nutria because they're very invasive, and perhaps someone shot this beaver thinking it was a nutria. All Things Wild did an amazing job of rehabbing him. And the wind was really bad, but all I was yapping about was that they were flushing out his wounds with betadine and changing the gauze out every day. Okay, I'm gonna stop bothering this guy and put him in the car. But all right, everybody, there he is. We're gonna go ahead and take care of him for a couple days. Mid next week, we're gonna bring him up to this other beaver sanctuary until he's fully healed and ready to go back to the wild. But look at how perfect this creature is. Ian and Sky also work here at All Things Wild. They work very hard, as you can see. And he's about to go out and feed the raccoon. Maya Higa. And these are their educational ambassador raptor enclosures. As you can see, this is where our Cara would eventually hang out in. This is the Aries, the what is this stupid thing?
Oh, it's Aunt Polly. Oh my goodness.
Oh, but Polly is getting a prosthetic beak pretty soon. Stop it, Boudreaux. I got your trash bag. There you go. All right, everybody, I just gave this beaver his food, and we're gonna fill up the car with all this wood so that he can have that in our enclosure at home. And this is special wood that beavers particularly love to eat. After that, I went to this neat car show and I got Boo Boo back. All right, everybody, we need to get food and gas, and look where we are. And here we are, the Bucees. For all you cringe northerners and Europeans, Bucees is a lovely mix between a grocery store and a gas station. If you're lucky, every now and then when you go, you might even find Mr. Buckerton himself. And because I will literally never get the opportunity to do this ever again, I had to take him out for a quick picture, and then I put him right back inside. Have gas now, we have food, and I got beaver poop on my hands. gimme. And now I finally have hand sanitizer. All right, everybody, I'm back, and we already have another animal. This little squirrel was attacked by a kibby. That's why you don't let your dang kibbies outside. I'm gonna put this guy in here for now.
All right, everybody, this is our dog Boo Boo, and he is finally coming back to his home. Look how cringe he is, and hopefully he's not too scared.
Boo Boo's back and better than ever. As you guys can see, Boo Boo's clearly not scared of the dogs at all.
Boo Boo's so happy to be back.
I'm gonna gently introduce these two. Queen, be real friendly. Boo Boo is used to dogs. Now, just like the whitetail that we're gonna have here later this summer, Boo Boo gets to try out this whole deer pen. And here we have plenty of shade all day under the trampoline over here, and Boo Boo's clearly not scared of the dogs, so she's gonna be just fine in here. And Queen knows not to be cringe around our son Boo Boo, because she knows whatever happens to Boo Boo, I'm just gonna do it to her. Look at my dog Boo Boo. Queen sure does love destroying hats. This is my dog Boo Boo.
Oh my goodness, look at this fella chewing on some kibble. As you guys can see, he's very happy in here. I'm gonna go ahead and move this guy into his new enclosure now that we're finally home. He's very, very friendly, and even when I'm petting him, he's chewing. So they took really, really good care of him at All Things Wild.
Suppose that's what happens when you treat a wild animal's wounds every day for 2 months. And it's real windy out today, but this nice shed provides a good wind barrier. And we're gonna whip him up something nice to eat right now. But if you guys remember, this is the same enclosure that we had those foxes in when they first came here. And this nice visual barrier keeps him real comfy here. Obviously, this would make more sense to put him in, but he would just chew on all that wood and potentially get sick because it's treated. But we might be able to take him over there to play, and that would have a little thing for him to hide in.
All right, everybody, another rehabber friend just dropped off these 3 baby coons.
And these guys were found in a dumpster at the Gatesville Whataburger, I believe. Also, here's some sped up footage of the Cappies enjoying frolicking around underwater in the pond. And while it's fun to watch, and this is the main reason why we got the pond in the first place, they do love to destroy it.
Doing so many voiceovers in this video because the wind was so bad, but I still have to clean out all their poo-poo caca.
Garbanzo beans won't let me step anywhere without him biting me. But all of this grass in the wetland filter is starting to look really nice. But the Cappies have been ripping it all out. And then after they destroy everything, they have to go over here and destroy this nice drinking water because it only makes sense. But at least they have all kinds of room to frolic around and play. All right, everybody, this will probably be the last time I feed this little boy his Gloop Glop because he can officially start to wean and eat his own dry food now. But here's a little POV. I'll show you guys finally for the first time what I actually do. I just do this. Beep. All right, everyone says, oh no, you have to use a special tool to feed him. You can't do that. You have to shove it right into their crop. You need to tube feed them into their crop. No, not if you know what you're doing, you guys. And I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna feed this boy one more time, but as you guys can see, it's not going into his lungs or anything like that. I'm gonna wipe off his cute little mouth. And there it is. This is our precious little dove. Beautiful little creature. I'm gonna kiss him on the head. You're not supposed to do that, but I don't care. They say that too. He's gonna fly right back into the wild like it's nothing. And I just put him right back in his little cage when he's done. This is his little prison.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
All right, everybody, and now I'm teaching these little cringe boys how to drink from a bowl. So now we officially don't have to tube feed these things anymore. Hooray. All right, everybody, we just got these 3 raccoons brought in. Now we have to wash all the dang fleas off. They were outside of a cringe dumpster. But all right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and use Dawn dish soap to wash all the fleas off these guys. I'm going to massage the whole face, all the little cracks and crevices. These little guys are the perfect age. They still need to have a little bit of milk. Their eyes are open, and they're not as needy as those other little guys that we filmed earlier today. Okay, 1 down, 2 more to go. Look at this precious little creature. As you can see, he went ahead and ripped my gloves pretty good, so I might as well just not even be wearing them. Oh, he bit me. Treat him like a hot dog, you guys. Treat him like you would putting mustard on a hot dog. I don't want it to be too hot, but I don't want it to be cold either.
Someone's such a little angry boy. Look how angry he is.
Okay, at this point, I'm not even going to try to put on a different glove. I'm just going to pick this guy up, and we're going to wash him as well. These are the perfect age, you guys. A little bit older than this, and they would be trying to bite. But the second that Dawn dish soap gets in contact with the fleas, it just dissolves their exoskeleton and kills them instantly. It does the same thing to the eggs. But look at this precious little fella. But the biggest thing is to get behind the ears, the forehead, and the face, because that's where they really like to hang out. And then in the little cracks and crevices down here, you guys, because that's where the fleas really like to hang out. All right, everybody, I'm almost done. I just gave all of these guys pyrantel pamoate so they don't have raccoon roundworm anymore, so I don't die. That's the one thing that raccoons have that can kill people other than rabies, is roundworm that can get into your brain and kill you. Any animal that we get at the rehab, we want to make sure that they have Pedialyte so it flushes anything nasty out of their system. At the end of the day, this is still an infant raccoon, and we need to take good care of him. The only other thing I'll say is that even though these guys are tiny, they still need love from a mama. Especially the ones with their eyes closed, they need a lot of love. But now that they're all nice and clean and dry, they know that I'm not an evil person trying to hurt them. They're finally being nice and sweet and cute. Like I said, you guys, at this age, they still need the touch and love of a mom. And they still need the warmth of a mother. So that's why we're still going to mother them and take good care of them. But eventually,
Oh, easy there. But eventually we will have to stop doing this and let them only be with each other so they can wild up and go back to the wild. But this is one of the best parts about being a rehabber, because you get the joy of spending time with and loving on these little creatures when they need it. But you also need to be responsible enough to stop doing it so they don't end up like the one that toothless woman gave me that was just eating Fruit Loops for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But we finally did it, you guys. We waited long enough until we could legally raise baby raccoons instead of just doing it illegally like every other influencer on TikTok. But boy, oh boy, this sure has been an eventful day. And man, have we come a long way here at the Urban Rescue Branch.
Fortnite.
This place went from being a raggedy old crack house, and I still haven't changed the graffiti in here. And this roof is the only thing that I never changed because I wanted us to always remember what this place used to be. Most of the fans of this channel now don't even know. But this went from being a nasty crack house to a home for me and Dream to live out the rest of our old years raising these precious little babies. And I was gonna wait a little bit to tell you guys, but that's right. Dream and I are dating. It is canon Urban Rescue Ranch lore that Dream and I are in a serious relationship.
Oh my goodness, it's my dog Boo Boo.
And look, he can stand on his hind legs now, you guys. How is he doing this? How is Boo Boo standing on his hind legs? All right, everybody. As you can see, Boo Boo is back, and I am now finally weaning him. He is now down to only 2 babas per day, which is much more manageable for me, considering all of the other adorable little creatures that we have, and all the adorable creatures that we will have, because we just got those 3 raccoons today and 5 raccoons yesterday. And that's not even including all the possums we've gotten in the last few days. I'm losing my sanity. But thank you to everyone who is praying for Boo Boo. He is still very, very healthy. But all right, everybody, they have full little bellies. They are dewormed, defleed, and it's time for them to go to bed. But that's it for now, you guys. I love you. I appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next video. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you.